Why they call you the D.
Nasa same position.
Finish or not finish, pass your paper. Okay. Kagiwa starts the second half with that outside conversion. And he's in double figures with 10 points. That will cut down Alaska's lead to 6. Dito sa mga unang bahagi ng second half. Alaska begins the third quarter with Willie Wilson, Jeffrey Carriazo, Donald Yado, Tony De La Cruz, and Nick Velasquez. A block and a steal, and Helter Brad will go all the way for 2.
First 2 points scored dito sa ating second half by Barangay Ginebra. At well, napag-usapan natin si Donald Yado. Of course, siya nga ang takot na guest ni Dominic Uy sa ating halftime chat. And Alyado had 12 points at the half, but only 1 rebound. That goes to show you that yung emerging role niya as a scorer, especially from the outside. He got 5 out of 6. What about those 2 points inside?
A blistering start by Ginebra here in the second half. 6 unanswered points. Kung kaya dalawa na lang ang abante ng Alaska, 45-43. And it's going to be a...
Looks like a
blocking foul.
Blocking foul.
It's against Holper. Holper was all alone. Nice recognition mula kay Meng. Part of a 6-0 Ginebra run to start things off here in the second half. Velasco laban kay Holper. Rookie itong si Holper. Tutulong si Kagiwa. The ball ends up with Carriazo. Top shot. 14 points na po si Jeffrey Carriazo. And he is, so far, the game's leading scorer. Bola na kay Meng, laban kay Alyado. 9 to shoot para sa Ginebra. Helter Brand. Pereira. Airball. Pagpaubos na yung shot clock ng Ginebra. Here's Carriazo. He will wait for more white shirts. Pasa kay Alyado. Bounce pass to De La Cruz. He was hammered inside.
Again, nakita natin sa offensive ng Barangay Ginebra, no? Hindi sila gumagalaw. Talagang mahihirapan sila to find a good look at the basket because Alaska is a tough defensive team. On the other end of the floor, nakita natin yung pasahan ng Alaska. Actually, si Donald Yado had a chance to turn around and score easily, but he looked to pass instead of going for the shot. At si Tony De La Cruz, siya nga ang featured player natin dun sa first half when we talked about his love story with his wife Julie. At well, the love story naman ni J.J. Helterbrand, of course we all know that his wife is Charlotte. Dalawa po ang anak nila, no? Si J.J. Helterbrand, his children are Jalen at saka si Gianna. And Helterbrand actually, he was born Lamberto Romero Vicente Jr. And he had his change of name when he was 10 years old. But that's a long story. Naging Anthony Helterbrand siya.
Tuloy ang laro dito sa third quarter. Here's Meng.
Oh yes,
that basket is good.
And what an unmolested entry pass. Naman ang pasa, no? And that time, napabayaan, no? Maganda kasi ang seal job. Ito, you watch Eric Meng sealing Nick Velasco and then finding space. Tatlo ang kalaban niya ron. But naipasok pa ni Eric Meng ang kanyang tira off the jump hook.
Nakumpleto ni Meng ang 3-point play sa makatwid. Tatlo na lang ang hinahabol dito ng Ginebra, 49-46. Ang oras na natitira dito sa third quarter. Quick spin by Alyado. And he was able to fish for a foul. It really is, for me, a big injustice that, you know, your show, your scheduled show has not lovingly yours, magpakilanman maalala mo kaya kinito.
Lahat na yun, no?
It's just an injustice. It's a shame. Hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin umiere.
Di bale, yung mga naiisip kong sasabihin sa mga show na yun, na nabanggit mo na hindi pa na-ere, dito ko na lang share sa PBA. Yan. Ito naman si Don Aliado ba. He has two brothers, si Brian at si Andrew. And his parents, of course, former basketball players when they were in college. Si Kaloy, ang kanyang father, played for University of the Philippines. At ang kanyang mother naman, si Joy Crisostomo, played for the Marinol, now Miriam, varsity. Kaya basketball is in the blood of Don Aliado. His youngest brother, si Andrew, is a budding basketball player. Now in his first year of college. And he's growing up to be a future PBA star. Nasa LA siya, nag-aaral si Andrew.
Hey, he has a brother who dances pretty well. We saw that over in the Global Hoop Summit. As Bumalik misses from down low. 8:47 to go in the third quarter. Carriazo tries to save the ball. He was caught dancing with the wrong pair of shoes.
And Hildebrand was already rushing to the other side of the floor. At kung narinig niya yung pito, binigay na niya yung bola sa referee. Sabi, Ref, ikaw na lang magbaba ng bola doon sa kabila.
Here's Meng. Outside, Hildebrand for three. In and out. Aliado with a rebound. Quickly to Cortez. Cortez quickly to Carriazo. Carriazo will not go all the way. And the ball is back with Carriazo over to Aliado. And Aliado says, let's organize. Here's Velasco. And now to Aliado. Hand off para kay De La Cruz. Long with the attempt. Here's Kagiwa. Ginebra down by 4 points. Here's Hildebrand. Meng top of the key. It rattles out, but the Google is there for the putback.
The point that we were making, the big men have to earn their living getting offensive rebounds and getting second chance points. Yan nakikita na natin dito sa ating second half. Adugol getting the 2 points off the miss galing kay Eric Meng.
Hit the 8-minute mark of the third period. Dalawa na lang ang abante dito ng Alaska, 50-48. Bola po na kay Velasco, laban kay Meng. Velasco makes his move. Pippin, wala. De La Cruz down low and he gets bludgeoned inside. Si Meng ang tatawagan ng the first person na laban kay Meng.
Grabe yung depensa pinakita ni Meng doon against Nick Velasco. Velasco trying to get the foul of Eric Meng off the shot. But Meng didn't foul him. Meng instead fouled si Tony De La Cruz in the rebounding play.
May 14 fouls, by the way, ang Ginebra dito sa third quarter. Here's Aliado. Ball ends up with De La Cruz laban kay Carreria. De La Cruz, no. Rebound para kay Adugol. Here come the Fast and the Furious. As Kagiwa slows things down, he slices through. Basket will not count.
Dalawang sunod na stops na nakita natin na ginawa ng Barangay Ginebra off the half-court set ng Alaska. So good sign here. Kasi napansin natin dun sa first half na parang kulang yata sa coordination in defense yung Barangay Ginebra. Ngayon maganda na kanilang adjustment. Uy! Ang tiro naman galing kay The Spark.
Okay, ito para sa Ginebra. Hildebrand spin, score!
Back-to-back baskets by the Fast and the Furious.
And just like that, lamang na po ang Ginebra. 52-50. Unang pagkakataon para lumamang ang Ginebra. And it happens here in the third quarter. 7 minutes to go in the period. Cortez laban kay Hildebrand. Cortez slices through! Oh, ho, ho!
At they foul. They foul sa yun.
And that's why we call him the cool cat. He is as quick as a cat and he is as cool as ice.
Eto, panurin ulit natin ang nangyari dito. And using the pick set by Don Aliado with the left hand, initya na lang ang bola, pumasok! At may foul pa.
Great, incredible body control by Cortez.
Ano nga, eskwelahan galing yan?
Arson.
Ha?
Sa Amerika.
Ay, saan mo ako doon, ha? May foul doon, si Don Aliado. Ano nga, eskwelahan ni Don Aliado?
Produkto yan ng
US din, talaga.
Of course, those are proud green archers.
Yeah.
Siyempre. Here's Eric Menk, 6:45 to go in the third quarter. It's been a pulsating third period for both teams. Oh, what a turnaround for Mark Kagiwa.
I can see it in the eyes. Mark Kagiwa is in the zone na meron na siyang 6 na punto dito sa quarter na to.
Here's De La Cruz.
What a pass! Hindi lang na ipasok. Karoon naman ang bala ng Ginebra.
Helder Brand steps on the gas. Handoff mid. Yes, sir!
Ako kaya na may foul? Will there be a foul call? Yes! What a pass galing kay JJ Hildebrand.
And this Sunday crowd inside the big dome coming to life. Biglang bumulusok ang fast break attack ng Ginebra. Anchored on JJ Hildebrand. He goes behind the back. Handoff para kay Meng. He will not be denied. At may kasama pang foul.
Well, in the first half, bihira natin na nakapanood na tayo na nakapanood ng fast break attack. But here in the second half, we are seeing a lot of transition baskets.
By the way, si De La Cruz kanina yung tinawagan ng foul sa mga Twins kung Alaska na sa penalty. Karoon, yes! Could not hang on to the leather.
Tatlo na ang turnover ng Alaska dito sa ating third period. At ang Barangay Ginebra ni isa, wala pa. Ay si Coach TC.
Now with a very concerned look dahil lamang na po ang Ginebra, 56-52. Ball kicked out and possession stays with Ginebra with 5:54 remaining in a blistering third period. Meng bibigay kay Kagiwa, laban kay Carriazo. He turns, he scores!
That's what we were saying, he's in the zone. Now, 4 players from Barangay Ginebra have scored sa ating third period. At ito ang sinasabi natin, no? They want their attack to be balanced. Ganda naman sagot galing kay Jeffrey.
Actually, sagutan itong si Carriazo at si Kagiwa. Carriazo with 16 points, Kagiwa with 16 points as we go over to Dominic Hood.
Miko, ang gustong i-take advantage actually ng Barangay Ginebra ay yung aggressiveness nitong Alaska Aces dahil the concern nitong Barangay Ginebra ay sabi na pagka-aggressive daw yung kalaban nila ay mas nagiging aggressive ang Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. Just like you feel it now, pagka nagsistep on the gas itong Alaska Aces, ito namang Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings ay bumabalik with a lot more.
Parang nagcha-challenge sila, no?
Oo, yun ang nangyayari sa kanila.
Miss coming from Aliado. Here's Hildebrand. Could not shake off Cortez. He goes to Meng. Meng goes to Ferreira on the left side. Ferreira, what will he do? He goes to Hildebrand. And
May hawak doon. Si Jeffrey Carriazo, natawagan.
nawakan yata niya.
Oo, si Mark Kagiwa.
Sando ni Kagiwa.
Hindi makatanggap. Penalty situation na against Alaska. At titira ng free throw si Mark Kagiwa na pumutok dito sa third quarter. Mark Kagiwa, naging rookie of the year ito, no? That's 2002. And he was the third overall draft pick in 2001. Makatapos ni Willie Miller at saka si Rayback. Si Rayback, hindi rin natin nakikita rin.
Last team he played for was Pure
Foods, oh.
Kagiwa has been sensational here in his stint sa PBA. And the pride of Tercara Street, Mandaluyong, makes it an 8-point ball game, 62-54. 4.5 remaining in the third quarter. Pull up para kay Cortez. Smooth as silk on that attempt. 8 points para kay Cortez. Pero anin pa rin ang abante rito ng Ginebra. Near the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. Ball will end up with Willie Wilson. Wilson is on the move. And saw too many red shirts there. He goes to Cortez. Cortez with a burst of speed. And the basket is no good.
Yes.
But Aliado is there for the tip-in.
Now, hindi lang yung opensa, ng Barangay Ginebra ay maganda dito. As you take a look at what Kagiwa's done sa game na to. 10 points already dito sa ating third period of 4 of 5 shooting. Pero yung kanilang depensa, maganda rin, ha? Up. Dukol missing his free throw. Meron siyang 6 points sa game na to. And he's hitting 41% from the line.
Productive trip to the line there para kay Adugol. Nevertheless, it's still a 4-point Ginebra lead, 62-58. Here's Carriazo, bounce pass para kay Velasco. Velasco is very quiet here in the second half. Santos rings the bell, and that's going to be his 4th point of the ball game.
And the pass coming from Nick Velasco. Ayan naman ang maturity ni Nick Velasco, no? Hindi niya nakikita yung kanyang tira. He's not finding his shot. Kanya naghanap siya ng kakaping na libre.
Helter driver lose the ball. He tries to issue a pass to Adugol while sitting down. That will not work. Ito na si Cortez. Magkakataon para sa Alaska na tumabla after relinquishing the lead. This is for the lead. And the ball ends up with Willie Wilson. Okay, the rebounding skills of Wilson coming in handy. Here's Wilson for a 3-point attempt. Rebound na kuha ni Adugol over to Kagiwa. Kagiwa on the move. He has Meng ahead of him, but Carriazo gets the steal with under 3 minutes to go. Alaska with a chance to tie the game. Ramicos could have traveled there, but ball goes back to Ginebra. Here's Santos. Rodney Santos goes to Heldenbrand with 2:26 remaining in the third quarter. Meng goes inside.
Hindi counted John, the foul committed before the takeoff. At nasa penalty yung Alaska. Eric Meng will go to the line. Si Velasco natawagan pang-apat na yan. Ni Nick Velasco.
Masyadong napagod si Nick sa kanyang pagiging production assistant.
Oo nga, no? He scored
ABC
all of his 5
Sports,
points sa first quarter. And since then, wala na siyang puntos.
Substitution, Raymond Unato for Nick Velasco.
Sa his free throws din sa ating third period by Barangay Ginebra. Kanina, nagbentis ng dalawa si Romelo Ducol. Eric Meng, 31 years old, 6'6", from Lake Superior State. Dito siya naglaro, dito siya nag-aaral, nasa Michigan yun. 1 out of 2. At ang kaibigan niya si Rudy Hatfield, nag-email sa akin. Sabi niya,
Ano bang balita kay...
well, pumunta daw siya sa Boston at nag-enroll siya dun sa wrestling school ni Triple H, si Hunter Hensley.
So, totoo nga yung balita.
Yes, pero hindi daw siya nagtagal doon kasi sabi niya, hirap ako ng pesos. $50 a week lang yata ang sweldo kung nasa training school ka. At sakit na ng katawan na aabutan mo. There's Eric Meng scoring from inside. At sabi ni Rudy Hatfield, naglaro daw siya sa isang Phil-Am League sa Michigan. At tama-tama, sabi niya, nagbabakasyon si Kelly Williams na tinawag niyang future of Philippine basketball. Eh sabi niya, tagal na siya hindi naglalaro. Kelly Williams scored dunks over him, blocked half of his shots. At sabi niya, he got the itch to play again.
Dahil na-challenge.
Oo, baka naman bumalik ka si Rudy Hatfield. Before we know it, baka nandito na siya.
So, a minute and 40 remaining here in the third quarter. Si Meng tatawagan ng foul at penalty na po. Dalawang kupunan. And this will send Reynald Francis Hugnatan to the line.
2 free throws for Raymond
Reynald
Unato.
Hugnatan, accidental yung kanyang basketball career. He flew from Bacolod to actually accompany a friend to try out for the University of Manila. Eh, ang nangyari, siya yung nakuha. Yung kaibigan niya, hindi nakuha. Kasi sinamahan lang niya yung kaibigan niya. As fate would have it, siya pala yung destined to become a basketball player.
Kapuenas naman itong si Hugnatan. Or si Hugnatan at saka si Carriazo. Dating naglaro yan for Cook and they are reunited dito sa Alaska. At ano mo, napapag-usapan natin ng chemistry. Alaska has a lot of players who play together. Of course, Cariaso also played on that Grand Slam team ng Alaska. And Laure Bahar at saka si Tony De La Cruz, dati mga teammates yan sa Shell. And now they are playing for Alaska.
Here's Nathan. De La Cruz! No! Oh, Nathan getting the offensive rebound, a crafty offensive rebound para kay Nathan. And a whistle is blown by our crew chief tonight, Boy Cruz. But you forget that Mike Cortez and Willie Wilson played for the school that Ateneo defeated in the 2002 UAAP
That's the
Championship.
first foul of Sunday's game.
Once in a while,
Shooting two, Tony De La Cruz.
nananalo din ng Ateneo. Tony De La Cruz. Well, he played incidentally with, or for that Carson City High School where Mike Cortez played. At they had a common coach, si Richard Mason. Ito si Tony De La Cruz. Sunday Salvador getting another board. That's three rebounds now for Sunday. Tama-tama, linggo ngayon.
Here's Rodney Santos, sandwiched out to Kagiwa. 5 to shoot para sa Ginebra. Typical basket coming from Kagiwa.
Mainit pa, ha?
He now has 20 big points. He has scored 12 of those 20 points here in the third quarter. Kaya 6 na naman ang hinahabol ng Alaska. Here's Cortez and Quartz. Nathan with another offensive rebound. Cortez has the ball, met by Aduhon. Now up against Kagiwa. Here's Sonny Paul, open shot. That's what we last touch against Kagiwa.
Again, yung leadership qualities ni Mike Cortez, no, nakita natin. Yung drive niya sa loob, finding the open man. Hindi na pumasok yung tira ni Sonny Dawes, but he was wide open for that shot. And no defender around to distract him. Naku, wala naman ang Alaska. Last touch si Mark Kagiwa, but Coach ST, si Shot Pakinsan, applauding the effort of his stalwarts on the floor. 7.2 seconds to go.
5 seconds to go. De La Cruz has the basketball. Wilson goes to Sonny Dawes. No! That will end the third quarter of play. And in this third quarter, Ginebra overtaking Alaska in this ball game. Kaya nakuha po nila yung kalamangan sa unang pagkakataon. Look at the explosiveness of these three gentlemen in the third period.
At sila tatlo already in double figures. Check out the updates sa scoring nila. Si Kagiwa meron ng 20. On the other hand, sa Alaska, only 2 players in double figures. Now, the key, of course, sa bagong opensa ng Barangay Ginebra is equal distribution of points. At makikita natin ang quarter scoring again because of that torrid output ng triumvirate ng Ginebra. Naka 30 points sila sa third period and they were able to limit the scoring of Alaska to 16 points na yata. No? Ang score ng Alaska is the third period.
Willie Wilson gets the first field goal of the final quarter. As I look at the shooting percentages for both teams in the third period.
At 65% shooting for Barangay Ginebra. And Alaska naman ay bumaba sa 25%. Remember, in the first half, 39% shooting lang ang Ginebra. Kanya ang laking improvement sa shooting ng Barangay Ginebra in the third period. Oy, si Willie Wilson, back-to-back field goals. Meron na siyang 8 puntos. To go with 8 rebounds. So quality minutes. Kasi muli, he started in this game. Willie Wilson started in this game. And now he's playing alongside Mike Cortez. Sinasabi natin yung players playing multiple positions. Willie Wilson playing number 1 kanina, now playing number 2.
Oh, Nathan is going to go all the way. Tim Cone is hopping like a jackrabbit here. Inilog Nathan na bangga si Rodney Santos.
And Coach TC saying that dapat yun siguro no call na sandali. Mukha naman talagang ano ha. binangga. And that was a good defensive posture ni Rodney Santos.
Because Reynel was a bit out of control in
Yes.
that sequence. Here's Meng.
Baka naman ang pili ni Coach Tim Cohn kasi nabitawan na yung bola and there was a play already that was about to happen. Oops, sandali. Kita-kita yun.
I think
Hawakan ng pantalon. Buti naman.
I think Mike Cortez wanted to check if Mark Agiwa is a brief or a boxer kind of guy. Boxers are briefs.
Buti hindi napunit. Na-sensor tayo dito sa Coliseum bigla. Aha. But only a 2-point lead here for Barangay Ginebra. So good comeback here so far for Alaska.
Here's Meng. Turns.
Ganda depensa doon. Number 6'7", ito si Sonny Toss with a huge wingspan.
2 points ang nahabol ng Alaska. Bola na kay William Joel Wilson. Over to De La Cruz, laban kay Ferreria. And Sonny Toss struggling with the basketball and he was smothered by Meng. Here's Helterbrand over to Rodney Santos.
Ang ganda ng touches, no? Nakita natin from Ferreria to Helterbrand to Rodney Santos and the 2 points.
Textbook execution of a no-dribble fast break.
Ang ganda. Gandang panoorin.
Apat muli ang lamang ng Ginebra. 69-65. Here's De La Cruz up against Helterbrand. De La Cruz with a height advantage. He shoots and he will miss. Rebound para kay Hopper. Ay, tumama sa paa ni Ferreria. But who gets the ball? It's with Hopper. Hopper over to nobody. Napalakas yung pasa ni Hopper.
And the big crowd dito sa Araneta Coliseum screaming at every turn. Woo! Ganda naman ang laro nito.
And we're so glad you could join us in this special live coverage. Nico Halili kasama si El Decano, Senyor Kenito Henson at si Senyor Domingo El Conquistador Dominic Uy for the PBA on ABC, and a whistle is blown by Patrick Canizares, offensive foul laban sa Alaska.
Ang ganda ng intensity na pinapakita dito ng dalawang koponan. Sabi nga natin kanina, before the game, a lot is at stake sa game na to. No? Unang-una, sabi nga natin, itong Alaska bounce back ang kanilang hinahabol dito because they're coming off an 18-point loss to Pure Foods. At ang Ginebra naman, payback ang hinahanap nila because dalawang sunod na talo ang Ginebra sa Alaska in the last Philippine Cup.
We are in the payoff period of this ball game, and Helterbrand will miss. Nathan with the rebound. Here's Reynel Nathan over to Carriazo. Carriazo steps on the break. Alaska down by 4. The Jet serving the field. Carriazo makes his move. Here's De La Cruz. De La Cruz hand off with Nathan. Nathan will not shoot. Pinasa kay Aliado with 7 on the shot. Aliado with a strong move. But once again, Eric Mink rejects the Alaska attempt.
Dalawang supapal na yan for Eric Meng. Kanina ang Sanitos, now ang Don Aliado. That's the interior defense ng Barangay Ginebra. Upwork. Ito, sinabayan ni Eric Meng. At kabit na kabit.
So nasa gitna tayo ng isang 30-second timeout. Velasco could use Centrum right now because the last time he scored was way back in the opening quarter. 5 to shoot para sa Alaska. Wilson, nice play.
10 points now for W squared.
That's why they call you the D. 8 and 15 remaining in the ball game. Rodney Santos gets smothered by Hook Nathan. Alaska with a chance to tie the count. Hook Nathan bangs into Helterbrand. And another offensive foul.
And Coach Tim Cohn pleading his case.
Offensive foul on Reynel. Substitution, Mark Agiwa for Rodney Santos.
Only 2 points separating both teams in a game where the intensity level ay napakataas.
There's an injured man on the Ginebra side of the basketball court. That's Rodney Santos, who's limping back to the bench, being helped out by teammates. Aalamin natin kaagad ang kondisyon ni Rodney Santos.
Mukhang tuhod, ha? And that's not a good sign. because yung rotation ng Barangay Ginebra very dependent on the guards.
Timeout, Alaska Aces.
So timeout dito para sa Alaska with 7:58 to go in the payoff period. Lamang ang Ginebra, 69-67. Di pa tapos si Mark Kagiwa after a blistering third period. He now has 22 points.
Only the second field goal ng Barangay Ginebra sa quarter na to. Incidentally, si Willie Wilson is the only scorer for Alaska in this fourth period.
Here's Kagiwa. Saw too many white shirts in front of him. Binigay kay Meng. Meng inside, no go. And that's going to be a loose ball foul against Meng.
Blue ball foul number 30, Eric
What's happening ni Eric Beck? Sayang na sayang, nandun na siya. Nakawala na nga siya dun sa kanyang gwardiya. But he missed the shot from inside, up close.
Kung tinatanong niyo po, ano na ang kalagayan ni Rodney Santos, they're still checking his condition but they're looking at his left knee. Yung kaliwang tuhod po, yung tinitignan ng mabuti para kay Rodney Santos. We'll bring you the injury update as soon as we can. Ito na si Hunter Brand, naagaw ni De La Cruz. A heroic defensive effort by De La Cruz. Here's Carriazo over to Aliado and he will have a three-point play opportunity.
And Aliado coming on strong. Power player si Aliado, using his body to protect the ball and sinking it with the left.
Si Homer ang ginawagan ng foul. His fourth personal. Third team foul laban sa Ginebra. Alaska with only one team foul so far here in the payoff period. Inspirado na si Don Carlos Aliado will complete three-point play.
Now a changing formation for Barangay Ginebra with one man down. Si Rodney Santos is injured, so now Ginebra is playing with the usual three big man lineup with two guards. Of course, Master of Fury still in the backcourt, but now Ginebra playing with three big men. No? So playing big sila ngayon. Si Holper, nandiyan si Adukol, at si Eric Beck.
Beck now with 18 points. Here's Aliado. Okay, let's check out this sequence. Here's Kagiwa hitting the three-point basket there. And Kagiwa sizzling tonight with 22 points. I think Dominic is ready with the injury update concerning Rodney Santos. Dominic?
Itong si Rodney Santos injured his left knee. Sinabi niya when he's about to make a move, may naramdaman siya parang bumigay. And the initial findings is it looked like a strain and maybe one of the ligaments, but it's not sure yet. Pero sabi niya namamagana nga ng konti, so he's doubtful to come back in today's game. Pero sabi naman ng doktor, mukhang hindi naman ganun kagrabe. Nico?
Okay, maraming salamat Dominic. So yun po yung kondisyon ng kaliwang tuhod ni Rodney Santos. Here's Kagiwa. 8 to shoot para sa Ginebra. And the ball will end up with De La Cruz. Alaska with a chance to score a go-ahead basket here. But they throw the ball away. Oh no! It's with Carriazo. Carriazo with a ball fake. At labang na po ang Alaska. 74-73.
Timeout, Barangay Ginebra Kings.
So with 5.5 remaining in the ball game, this wild sequence, akala ng lahat na kay Henserbrand na yung bola, tumama doon sa kanyang kaliwang paa. Pinulot ni Carriazo. Check out the ball fake. Pulling Holper, scooting in for two. Tamang na muli ang Alaska 74-73. Back to live action on the court. Bola na kay Nick laban kay Aliado with less than 6 minutes to go in the ball game. And it's a foul called against Aliado.
Well, nakita natin kanina, no, nung nagbago yung formation ng Barangay Ginebra on the floor, lumabang ang Alaska. So, Coach Shotang is now going back to his three-guard formation. Binalik niya si Kalani Ferreira on the floor. But again, wala na si Rodney Santos. Malamang hindi na natin mapapanood dito. So, kulang na sila sa rotation ng isang guard in the backcourt.
Ball will stay with Ginebra. They have 8 seconds to shoot. By the way, yung foul kanina ni Aliado was his third. And that was the second team foul laban sa Alaska. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Kagiwa inside.
That took guts.
I don't know how Kagiwa was able to extricate himself from 4 defenders.
Ibang klase din, ano? And of course, paubos na din ang shot clock ng Barangay Ginebra. How Kagiwa was able to scoot inside, get the shot off, nakakuha pa siya ng foul, at ngayon nasa foul line. Ibang klase din ito.
You know, that's how Dominic used to escape the security guards in all the exclusive girls' schools in Metro Manila.
Ayun.
That's how...
Papasok siya. Akala ko,
to sneak in.
akala ko he's escaping the onrush of the girls chasing him.
No, he wants to beat it head on.
Ayun. Ibang klase rin kasi El Conquistador.
Last touch yun ni Velasco.
para
Ball
kay
will
Ginebra.
stay with Ginebra. New shot clock to para sa Ginebra.
Tabla tayo ngayon. At si Eliadan mukha yatang nasaktan sa may bandang mata.
Giwa gingerly passing it to Meng as we near the 5-minute mark of the payoff period. Who gets the rebound? It's Velasco. We're tied at 74 with under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Here's Cortez. What will he do with the basketball? Moves in, goes to Velasco. Hook shot on the way, no go. Meng for the rebound. Here's Hildebrand. Ginebra hoping to shatter the deadlock here. And that's an offensive foul against Hopper. Pinatumba si Cortez.
Offensive foul was 5th.
That's going to be the 5th personal against the rookie. So it's Alaska's turn to try and shatter this deadlock. Only our 3rd deadlock of the evening. Is Velasco laban kay Holper. Remember, Holper has 5 personal fouls.
Oh yes. At si Nick Velasco, his first field goal after scoring 5 points sa first quarter. Ngayon na nakapuntos muli si Nick Velasco.
Kung kaya't lamang na ang Alaska, 76-74. As we approach the last 4 minutes of the ball game. Meng, as the leader, against 3 white shirts, try to muscle his way through to no avail. The cool cat over to Carriazo. Carriazo in the corner. Carriazo goes to Cortez. And they give the ball to Velasco. Just made a basket moments ago. Drop step. Oh, what a move.
Dalawang sunod yun against Mike Holper. At si Holper in danger of fouling out. May 5 personal foul niya. Giving up 2 consecutive field goals.
So Velasco's back-to-back baskets will give Alaska a 4-point lead. 78-74 with over 3 minutes to go in the payoff period.
Touch passing here, open man, nako. Nagbimintis na ito para na Ginebra. Consecutive misses here. Kanina, sunod-sunod yung mga mintis ni Eric Meng. Ngayon naman, yung mintis galing kay Mike Holper.
4 points ang lamang ng Alaska. They can make it a 6-point lead with a conversion here. Here's De La Cruz. Turn around. No go. Holper with the rebound. Kagiwa on the move. Kagiwa goes to Hildebrand. Thought about the 3. Goes inside. And he was clipped on the arm. That basket by Meng will not count.
Napagit ko kanina, no, yung mga mintis ng Barangay Ginebra from Meng at saka si Holper. Question is, ba't hindi sina Hildebrand at Kagiwa ang tumitira, no? So the defense of Alaska now focused on the backcourt, very explosive backcourt ng Barangay Ginebra. Ano yan, pang-5 na yata ni Nick Velasco.
And you know, Alaska is up in arms because ang pananaw nila, Hildebrand was about to dish off, not take a shot. So they're wondering why Hildebrand is on the line for 2. I think Hildebrand will be awarded 2 free throws.
But si De La Cruz na nanawagan ng personal foul. Hindi si Nick Velasco.
Hindi si Nick Velasco.
I check out the free throws in this game so far. 10 out of 17 now for Barangay Ginebra. Yung free throw na yun, breaking the long silence ng Ginebra. Tatlo naman ng Alaska. JJ Hildebrand took a leave of absence from the PBA noong 2003. Bumalik po siya sa US, doon sa South Carolina, kung saan nandun yung kanyang may bahay na si Charlotte at yung dalawang anak nila, si Jalen at Indiana. Nag-manage siya ng isang restaurant, 30-table Oriental Cuisine restaurant, bago siya bumalik dito sa PBA noong 2004.
Here's Velasco, up and under.
And fishing for the foul.
Pushing foul number 30, Eric Bank.
It really looks like we will have a wild wind-up here in our first game.
2 shots for Nick Velasco.
Shots para kay Nick Velasco. Was very, very quiet during the second and third quarters. And now he is making a lot of noise here in the payoff period, allowing Alaska to surge ahead. Kaya tatlo ang lamang dito ng Alaska, and Velasco can make it a 4-point ball game. 11 points para kay Velasco. Apat ang hinahabol ng Ginebra, 80-76 as we approach the last 2 minutes of the ball game. Here's Ferreria over to Meng.
3 out of 15 shooting for Barangay Ginebra. Ito yung napapansin natin kanina. Gumanda ang depensa ng Alaska at sumama ang field goal percentage ng Barangay Ginebra. That was a bailout shot galing kay Mark Gaspar. Buhay na buhay pa itong Barangay Ginebra. They're just down by 2.
Agiwa has 25 points. Listen to the Cruz as we enter the moment of truth.
Nakakatalo dito yung depensa eh.
Carriazo! No! Agiwa with a rebound. Pagkakataon para makatabla. And Hildebrand asks for a timeout para mapagplanuhan nila ng mabuti ang kanilang susunod na atake with a minute and 44 remaining in the ball game.
At mga kaibigan, buhay na buhay po ang PBA dito sa Araneta Coliseum at sa ABC Sports. Over 10,000 fans watching itong epic struggle. Barangay Ginebra versus Alaska. At maya-maya mapapanood po natin San Miguel Beer versus Talking Tex. Sana naman magandang labanan yan.
Habang umiinit ang panahon, lalo rin umiinit ang labanan dito sa Philippine Club Agiwa. Wants that basketball. It ends up with Meng.
Foul on the way inside. At bukas si Donald Yado matatawagan. Pang-apat, pang-lima. Pang-lima. Ay, Donald Yado.
So Donald Yato of Alaska and Mike Holper of Ginebra in the same boat, on the verge of fouling out. A minute and 37 remaining in this contest. Sideline inbound para sa Ginebra.
Makikita natin ang rebounding story. Ang atang Alaska by only 2 rebounds in that race for supremacy.
10 to shoot para sa Ginebra. Bola na kay Kagiwa, who has 25 points. Oh, Ferreria with a putback. And that ties the game at 80.
Weak side rebounding. Nandun yung tira ni Mark Kagiwa. Nandun naman ang offensive rebound galing kay Kalani Ferreria. At si Ferreria, his first 2 points of the game.
Missed by Cortez. Here's Hildebrand. Over to Ferreria. Back to Hildebrand for the lead.
Well, kumana na naman ang mga guardia ng Barangay Ginebra, getting the job done. The crisp passing sa kanilang fast break attack.
And this is what we call the fast and the furious. Here's Adugol over to Hildebrand, over to Ferreria, back to Hildebrand. So that's the fast and the Ferreria. Lamang na muli ang Ginebra, 82-80. And they're all
Paying customers yan, mga kaibigan. Over 10,000 paying customers sa loob po ng Araneta Coliseum. At pareho pong koponan, nasa penalty na. And Barangay Ginebra, may dalawa pa silang full timeouts to give. Okay, magkakatulo dito. Depensa! Ano kaya mangyayari? Will Ginebra's defense hold firm?
Alaska down by 2. They go to Velasco against Meng. This will mean 2 free throws para kay Velasco.
Maganda yung tawag ng referee. Kita-kita yun at hindi naman nagprotesta si Eric Meng. Hand check ang tawag.
Holding foul number 30, Eric Meng. Penalty.
At si Nick Velasco, pumutok dito sa ating fourth period. 6 points here, scored in the fourth out of his 11 points. At si Velasco masusubukan ang kanyang free throw shooting prowess. And he's shooting 50% from the line sa confidence level. As of so far, wala pa siyang mintis from the free throw line sa game na to.
By the way, si Mick yung tinawagan ng foul and that is his 5th personal foul. So pareho na sila ni Holper
At ni Aliado.
Second free throw did not drop for Velasco sa makatwid. Lamang ng isang Ginebra and they have the basketball with 51 seconds to go in the payoff period. The general has the leather.
Partner, si Ferreria incidentally meron ng 7 rebounds. So he has contributed big time in the rebounding department.
1-point ball game inside the Picto. At agad-agad na humingi ng timeout ang Alaska and this is their last timeout.
Smart move in the part of Coach Tim Cohn. Pag-uusapan nila kung ano yung last play nila to win the game. 36.4 seconds to go.
36 seconds remaining in a pulsating ball game sa pagitan ng Ginebra at ng Alaska. Ginebra holding on to a 1-point lead pero bola ng Alaska when play resumes.
That's right. 20 seconds sa kanilang shot clock, 36.4 seconds sa ating game clock. At Coach Tim Cohn designing this play. Importante ito para sa Alaska. Again, sasabihin natin, masusubukan dito ang depensa ng Barangay Ginebra. And both teams now plotting their strategies, one offense and one in defense. Now, may pagkakataon pa ang Barangay Ginebra to get the last crack because 2-possession game ito with 36.4 seconds to go. Parehong kapanan, nasa penalty na. So Ginebra cannot afford to give up the foul here and put Alaska on the line to try to win the game at the stripe.
Time out, Barangay Ginebra King.
Now it's Ginebra's turn to call one of their last 2 full timeouts. So we'll take another very short break. When we return, 36 seconds to go. Bola po ng Alaska. They're down by 1.
Weak side. Romel, your side fronting. Double. You got drop. Whoever's on weak side, you drop in there on the kick out. Everybody recover. Okay, clear. You're coming in for Kalani. Okay. And you're coming in for Mark. You stay on De La Cruz. Okay, De La Cruz. You stay on Cortez. Stay on. Look, if we're double teaming, you don't have any choice. If you're here, you got drop. Okay. Mark.
Jeff is out here. Okay.
So,
Again, Don, it's important. If you hand off, you die. All right. That allows Dick to come back up to the top. Okay. You can either pass, go back in the or straight in. Now, if we give it to Jeff, if you dial it up, you can't get it to Jeff. Jeff, you're looking for the next drive. Okay. And you got Nick on the roll. All right. All right. So dive down inside, Don. But if no one takes that shot, get out. Okay. All right.
Primary option sa opensa ng Alaska si Jeffrey Carriazo, pero narinig natin si Coach Chot Atkinson. Depensa na pinag-usapan nila, si Mark Aguilawa will sit down for the time being. Positional substitution. And tatlong malaki ang nasa loob na ngayon for Barangay Ginebra. They want one stop here. And Alaska naman wants one basket. What a way to end this ball game. 36.4 seconds to go. 2-possession game right here.
Here's Aliado. Alaska down by 1. Here's Cortez with 14 to shoot para sa Alaska. Velasco makes his move. Oh, this will mean free throws for the Aces as Art Herrera calls a foul
Holding foul number 10,
against Romel Aduku.
At 28 seconds, not a time left.
Foul, Romel Aduco.
Ito, makita natin kung ano nangyari. Si Jeffrey Carriazo, hindi man lang napasahan dito. But, ayun. Tamaan nga si Nick Velasco. Oh, but Velasco missing the free throw. He is a 50% free throw shooter. Si Kagiwa, ibabalik ngayon. Ni Coach Shot Atkinson because ang anticipation nila, offense ngayon ang ilalaro ng Barangay Ginebra. Now with 28 seconds to go, the ball could possibly still go back to Alaska kung sakasakali man makakuha ng possession dito ang Ginebra. And yes, tabla tayo ngayon.
Well, after a couple of anxious bounces, the ball decides to drop. And thus we are tied at 82. Our fifth deadlock of the ball game. 28 seconds to go. Ginebra calls its last timeout with 28 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Right here. Okay, listen up, huh? Mark, you're right here. Act as if you're going out. JJ, you're right here. Okay. Mark, act as if you're going out. And then come in here right away. It's alangan. It's ano. Okay. High, a little high here. Mark. And then curl right away. JJ, if you have him, have him. Okay.
After I curl, where do you want me to go?
After you curl, you keep going out. Okay. But first option is Rommel. And Sunday, you have to have movement here. Just decoy lang. Sunday, just come out. So you force the guy out here lang.
Timing, ha? Timing.
Okay, timing lang. Okay. Rommel, you just fake here. At least you're going there. Okay, we're gonna free this one up for Mark. Mark, if you don't have anything,
Mag-open to.
Okay, yung primary option sa offense ng Barangay Ginebra si Mark Kagiwa. Gagamit sila ng series of decoys, getting players to go to the basket to free up Mark Kagiwa. Okay, nasa penalty na ang Alaska. Wala nang timeout ang Alaska. Wala na rin timeout ang Barangay Ginebra. And I would say it's still a two-possession game right here. 28 seconds to go. Si Sunday Salvacion at pinasok ni Coach Shot Tangkinsen, again for offensive purposes. Umupo muna si Fareria.
But the primary scoring suspect here will be Mark Kagiwa, who has 25 big points. Here he is with the basketball, and he will miss. And the ball ends up with Sonny Foss with a big rebound. Almost loses it. Here's Carriazo. No timeouts remaining. Both teams are in the penalty. Alaska going for the win here with 13 seconds to go. Carriazo with a leather laban kay Helterbrand. 9 seconds to go. This is for the win. Velasco over to Carriazo. De La Cruz. No! And Helterbrand gets the ball. He launches it, and we are going into overtime.